Okay, so we're gonna sleep. We need to find that gold rosemary that blooms in the spot closest to the moon at night. I'm guessing that would be where that big tree was. Because I can't think of any other spots, only if it's in the spots where we haven't unlocked yet. But I don't think they would give me a quest if I don't have it unlocked yet. Need to fix the fountain. Give Rubrum the golden apples. And then we need to... We could make that potion now if I have the ingredients. And also fix that broom. The feathers and the butterfly. It takes so many feathers just for that one thingy. I feel like that's quite expensive. It's so cold today. Yeah, I know I'm getting sleepy. So, let's craft that. Dream recollection potion is ready. Although it smells like juice from unripe grapes. I must drink it. Drink it. Wow, this tastes awful. What about I go to sleep now? Absolutely. Oh, where am I? Is this my dream? It's darker than I thought. Virgil isn't here either. The white kitty! White cat god. Hello, Ellie. Hello, where am I? Since it's a long story, let's skip it. You'll forget it anyway. What? Thank you so much for saving Rubrum. And you did a great job removing the white prickly vine. You reconstructed the village and brought one villager back, which is Kyla, the carpenter. Well done. It's two actually now. You also found the prickly vine core. Now, all you have to do is make moon oil one more time. Look, I'm sorry, but I really don't know what you're talking about at all. It's truly amazing that your reaction is different every time, even though you can't remember. Uh, I'll probably remember this one. What? I've drunk dream recollection potion. What? It felt like I kept having weird dreams, so I drank it beforehand. Wait, you drank what? Is this the weird dream I've been having? Okay, good. I'll do it again. Uh, am I in a loop? Nice to meet you, young lady. Are you the apprentice witch Ellie Blue River? Uh, but I remember it all. You're only doing this now? You kept forgetting even if I begged you until now. I'm not sure what's going on, but don't worry. I'll remember everything from now on. That's the problem. Why did the first meeting that must be dignified become like this? Please, tell me now. My dignity as a god. Who are you, and why do you appear in my dreams? Yes, okay, I'll tell you. It's been a while since I uttered these words. I am the white cat god, the guardian deity of this village. Ellie, I called you to this village because I have a favor to ask you. God? A god called me to this place? Yes, I called you to this village. But as I was on the train, I accidentally. Yes, the train had to stop because of the prickly vines. And missed the train because I overslept. Yes, you missed the train because I made you accidentally oversleep. You did? We've also met in reality once. Don't tell me the cat on the lake shore was. I guided you to the witch house. And I showed up in your dreams so that you'd oversleep and miss the train. I see. No wonder I overslept. What is the favor? This is a very personal and selfish request. I want to help this village. It is declining because of the prickly vines. But a god without believers is powerless. I couldn't do it with my own power. It's been too long since this abandoned witch house saw its last witch. You're the only one that I can ask, Ellie. Let me repeat what I said in the dream that night. Ellie, please help this village. Yeah, and I'm still doing so. Precisely. You reacted the same way the first time we met in your sleep. I've lost count of how many times I've been in this dream. Even back then, when you didn't know about Rubrum, Enite, Arden, or the village at all, you've aided the village, its people, and a god, none of whom you've met before, without hesitation. But why are you doing this? Why are you willing to help? Happiness. I wish people around me can become happy. If others are happy, I'm happy. If anyone is unhappy, I want to make them happy. Because that's what makes me happy. And there are many in Hylian, other than myself, who can help. I'm glad it was you on the train back then, Ellie. Any witch would have done what I did. No, Ellie. Absolutely not. I'm so glad it's you. Thanks again. It's not such a big deal. Oh, come to think of it. Yes. Do you have any questions? Perhaps the fact that I felt like I'd been there when I first entered the village was also. Yes, there was a time when I showed you the village in the dream, although you didn't remember. And was that also the reason I felt as if I knew Enite? I really talked a lot about Enite. I've been watching Enite since she was born. Enite was a real cutie as a child, you know, the serious expression and clear pronunciation when she spoke. Oh, Look at the time. What's the time? Time to get up. You should wake up from the dream when it's morning. I'm eager to see where our partnership takes us, Ellie. Me too, White Cat God. Oh, and there's one more thing. The path above the village has been cleared. So the temple, and I'm waking up. The temple above the village. I'm gonna go there now. I'm curious. Virgil! Hold on. Let me guess. Huh? Guess what? Did a goddess dressed in white come to tell you how you were the chosen warrior? Uh, kinda. So original. But Virgil, this is different. Different as in the main character is a bit lacking in some aspects. This is my story. It's not about some chosen warrior from your typical fairy tale. And so you've decided to be the heroine of this tale as old as time. Exactly. It's so I can make everyone happy. Also, White Cat God said something about the village. This is why heroes must make choices carefully. I heard it in my dream. The road above the village is open now. Let's go there. Yes. Hello, Kent. Long time no see. It's been a while, Ellie Blue River. Looks like someone new has moved into the village. Yes, he's a villager who was originally living here. What's his name? His name is Roy. He's running a flower shop. Is he living alone? Well, that's an... Yes, that's right. I see. Alright, got it. I'm also relieved to see the village being restored smoothly. Is the Master Witch still not here today? Yes, that's right. She's a busy person. It was a joke. You don't have to hide anymore. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I already know that the Master Witch is not here for some reason. Oh, oh, no, she's here. I also know that you are supposed to go to the witch house in Hylian, Ellie. Ugh. Don't worry, I'm just curious. I wonder what happened. Please tell me, I will keep it a secret. You'll really keep it a secret? Of course. Actually, yeah, she's gonna tell him everything. So that's what happened. You seem to empathize with the village, Ellie. I just did as I was taught. You keep it a secret, right? I can't leave this place behind now. Of course, I made a promise with you, Ellie. But I'm worried. Why? Ellie is staying here with good intentions of helping the village. Wouldn't they be waiting for you at the witch house in Hylian, Ellie? Ugh. Everything may seem fine, but the school for witches in Hylian will find out. When that happens, oh, I'm sorry. It reminds me of something from the past. What should I do? What if my professor finds out? I mean, I will really be in big trouble if Mom finds out. That would really be a big problem. But don't worry too much. I think we should worry considering Arya's personality. That is for sure, and it probably won't become known so soon. Why? far as I know, the school for witches does not inform witches' houses about sending apprentice witches. That's why neither place will think anything is wrong despite your absence. Then that won't be a problem. What a relief. Unless an unexpected situation requires. And is there something else? No, not really. Then I have something I want to ask you. Is that okay? Of course, you're free to ask whatever, Ellie. I want to know what kind of person the witch originally at the witch house is, and where she went. I think it has something to do with the village, and probably with the prickly vines also. Can you help me? Sure. I don't know anything right now, but I'll investigate and let you know next time I come. I'll leave it to you then. I'll head back now. Alright, see you next time. Oh, I almost forgot. What? Ta-da! Here's an award for the hard work. Another candy, nice. Wow, thanks. I'm really leaving now. Why do I have this feeling that Kent is actually the cat? Because blue eyes, there's this red jewel that the cat also had a red jewel and blue eyes. Even though it had white fur and he has kind of pinkish purple hair. Indeed, it's going the way Blue River thought it would. What? I guess I'll become a little busy now. Okay, what if the mom sent him? I'm so confused. See, he's a nice guy. What on earth makes you think so? He seemed to be up to something. He's just happy because he got candy. The candy is just something extra. He even offered to find out about the previous witch. What if the previous witch was her mom living in there? Should be easy for him considering the amount of info they get there. Right? We just need to focus on restoring the village. Uh, could I go in there before? Oh no, it's closed. Maybe that tunnel above the village will connect to here. I'm gonna check. Is that a fish under the tree? Ah, what? It spawned a cat? Hyla, do you remember the fountain at the center of the village? Of course. I used to go there at night from time to time to sip on wine. The view there was nice. Enite says she wants the fountain fixed. That's a good idea. It needs some work though. Aren't you tired of building houses all the time? No, but just be impatient if I stay still. It's also fun to see the village being restored bit by bit. I agree. Let's see. And the materials we have now wouldn't be enough. I'll work on the foundation. Can you get me some materials? Right now, this is what we need. And I have everything. That's perfect. Oh, come to think of it, little Rubrum told me something. Enite and Arden might be up to something. What is it? I don't know. Rubrum said Enite wouldn't tell him even when he begged. Anyway, they're definitely getting ready for something. Maybe a party or something? I wish I could just get hammered. But I guess that would be difficult with two little kids. I'm not a little kid. Right, you're a cool witch. Party. I wonder if I have anything to prepare. Come to think of it, don't you have something like that? I saw witches gather at Highland Square and put something down during the Harvest Festival. When night fell, those things gave out light and it was spectacular. That sounds like a firecracker potion. Exactly, why didn't I think of that? Crafting those was prohibited at the school for witches, but I'm an apprentice witch now. If they allowed that, the school would have needed to be repaired at least 10 times. It wouldn't be that bad. I don't know what you're talking about, but I guess I was helpful. Right, I'm inspired. Then, do your best with the repair, Skyla. I'm going to go now. Something came up. Okay, let's all cheer up. Alright, I'll start working on it tomorrow. It will take about a day to repair the fountain. If it's a recipe, we could ask Diane about it, right? Rubrum will love it. She wants to talk again? What does she want? Oh, Ellie. Perfect timing. This is for you. Why beef bread? Have you forgotten? I promised to treat you. So I bought a few extras when I went to Arden's restaurant. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'll savor it. But hear me out, Ellie. I encouraged him to keep making it when I went to buy beef bread. The sparkler wine Arden used to produce was superb. It was unrivaled, but he insisted he would never make it again. If only I could enjoy a glass of it after a long, hard day of hammering. Why has he stopped making it? He said no matter how he tried, he couldn't reproduce the same flavor, so he told me not to get my hopes up. Is that all? Right. Although he sells other kinds of liquor, they're nowhere near as good as sparkler wine. So I've been trying to persuade him, but he just won't listen. Is this wine really so good? That's a given. It tastes marvelous. Ah, just thinking about it, it's making me crave it. Everyone who loves to drink seems to think the same way. That's because they've all fallen under the spell of drink. It's not as bad as you think. The thought of wine makes my arms run too weak to hammer. Oh, it's still not working. Ellie, if you ever visit Arden's restaurant, will you help me ask whether sparkler wine will be sold again? I'll be sure to ask for you. We'd be in a hole if you went on strike because you weren't getting enough wine. Haha, atta girl. I knew I could count on you. Ah, goodness, dogs. Decide where you want to be. Daily quest. I've been at it for so long, I'm used to it. Do you have something to say? I do. I need to ask about this as well. I keep forgetting. What's going on? Ellie, have you been fishing lately? There's a fish dish I want to cook. Please help me with it. Could you find me one blind fish? Rubrum wants to have a dish, made with this fish. Could you deliver them today? Sure, I'll be right back. Thank you in advance. What do I do with these cats? Do I have to give some fish to the cat? Maybe. Maybe that could be it. She's not sure. I've heard the same legend before. Really? Have you seen it? It was a long time ago, so things are a bit hazy. I once pestered my husband to hunt for the gold rosemary everywhere. I found the path to the cliff, but the cave was too dark and I didn't go any further. Oh, I see. If I find it, be sure to come take a look. Of course, I'm looking forward to it, Ali. I wanna go check that thingy that Kent was talking about. What's that? Is it good for brewing tea with? No idea. So, not even you have seen it. I've seen white and pink rosemaries. It's said to bloom in the spot closest to the moon. Then it should be somewhere easy to get a look at the sky. If you're on the bridge, you will get a really clear view of the sky. If I venture too far, I'm going to get an earful from Granny, so I don't go there a lot, but I want to. A bridge. Yeah, but the bridges are broken. This is not open. Hello? What is this? I think this is gonna lead me home. Yeah, as I thought. What is this part though? No entry. Mm. Papa, it's okay, Yuki. Sit down. Sit. Everything's fine. Just sit down. Huh. I can't go any further. Hmm. Whoa. What a vast space. It's not a village. Oh? Huh. What's wrong? I just sensed something dangerous. You know, every time you say stuff like that, I get goosebumps. Attack! Whoa, incredible. What a huge building. Was it a covered laboratory? Secret rendezvous point? I have no idea how you're coming to these conclusions. There's strange paintings and statues. Seems like a normal temple to me. Now it's in ruins. Did giant prickly vines grow here too? Ellie! Oh, hello, A Knight. You've looked around, haven't you? Do you have time for a chat? She mad? I don't have time. I wanna go in there. I can't go in there. Can I go in there? Enid, what brought you here? I came after seeing that the prickly vines blocking the path to the temple had disappeared. But I called you over since you're here, Ellie. The temple? Exactly. This is the temple of the two cat gods. Two cat gods. They're the gods of the giant tea tree and also the guardians of the village. The village guardians. Before the prickly vines appeared, we held rituals and offered tea as tribute every year. But because of the vines, we haven't come for a very long time. I feel sorry to see what it has become. Indeed, it's all in ruins. Now that the prickly vines have vanished, I thought the rituals might take place again. But I guess it was wishful to think the temple, where the cat gods are enshrined, would be spared. Enid, are you the only one who comes here? This place is perfect for people looking for silence and contemplation. Perhaps to wish for something from the cat gods. It is indeed quiet in here. The only sounds are our voices. That's actually what I find to be bizarre. It has always been quiet here, but I used to hear some insects or small critters at least. I wonder if it's because the cat gods left after seeing their space had disappeared. The destroyed statues are of the gods, aren't they? Careful, you'll be cursed if you get too close. It pains me, but I suppose it hasn't been that long since the vines disappeared. We'll have to wait for the people to return before we can start tidying the place up. If it weren't for you, Ellie, I wouldn't be standing in here after so long, though. Thank you so much. You know, Virgil, don't. I haven't even said anything. How about we do something to help out here? You may have a natural talent for destruction, but this is too large scale even for you. Who's talking about destruction? Where there's a will, there's a way. And this place is so unusually quiet. It's the first time I've had a close look at the temple. So, what's so interesting about it? I'll have you know that I listened closely to the Human Society lectures. Yeah, only what you wanted to hear. Anyways, I do have heard of the cat gods. It's a very odd English. If I can restore that damaged mural, maybe I will find more clues. Don't do it. Gods aren't something you can approach. You're talking as if you knew one yourself, Virgil. Maybe. Anyway, what's your plan? Ask? Isn't it obvious? Innate, I'll come up with a way to restore the temple. Do understand that I appreciate your intentions, Ellie, but isn't it too dangerous? Even if I can't restore it directly, I will find another way. Alright. but it'd be hard to do it all by yourself. Why don't you have a chat with Kyla about it? If it ever feels too difficult, know that you can stop anytime. I will, don't worry. I've got to go now. See you around, Ellie. There any fish in here? Oh wait, I need to return that lamp and give Rubrum the apples. Tada! Look what I found, Rubrum. Oh wow, you're amazing. Can't believe you found two. I found one too. Hehe. Here you go, Ellie. He gave me one. Huh? Didn't you find this, Rubrum? I thought you had a wish to make. Yes, but I'd rather give it to you, Ellie. You've already made my wish come true. Me? Yes. People in the village left because of the prickly vines, you know. And Granny kept sighing at the empty houses. But thanks to you, the prickly vines are gone and everyone's back. So this time, I want to make your wish come true, Ellie. Hurry, make a wish. I wish that the rest of the village can be restored soon. So more people can return. That's what I was wishing for too, Ellie. Thanks, Rubrum. So, do I just hang on to the apples now? Once you make your wish, Granny will turn them into apple pies. Oh, golden apple pies. They must taste great. Yeah, they're yummy. So yummy. Oh, and Kayla was looking for you. Huh, Kayla? Why all of a sudden? She must have something to tell you. I'll bring the apples back to Granny. Ellie, you go on ahead and see Kyla. I need to bring the lamp to Arden. Second. Arden, I found it. Oh, where was it? Rubrum found it first, but he forgot to bring it back to you. I found it near the bitter grape tea tree. Good work. But how did you end up taking a nightlight all the way up to the lake? Just cause. Again with that just cause. I've always visited the lake from time to time for no specific reasons, that's all. The urge just comes up sometimes. And when it does, I go and gaze out on the lake for a while. Fond memory, perhaps? Who can say? Just a habit of sorts. In any case, thanks for finding it. I'm not selling. But I haven't said a single word. Aren't you here to get me to sell sparkler wine? Correct. See? Don't be like that. Why have you stopped selling it? Did you lose the recipe? There was never a recipe to begin with. Wait, no, I think there was, but now it's gone. What do you mean? I've never said I wouldn't sell liquor anymore. Since the prickly vine sprouted, the water's changed, and no matter what I do, the flavor's just not right. Kyla's just being unreasonable. Which is to say, Kyla won't like the new taste of the wine. Which is to say, Kyla won't like the new taste of the wine. Maybe. Then why not try making new kinds of liquor? That's too much of a bother. Do you know anything about liquor? I'm an expert when it comes to twinkle twinkle juice. I've helped to brew moonshine before. You're no help at all. I haven't reached the drinking age, okay? How about this? I'll go find some wines Kyla might like. And you make it, Arden. Then go ask the adults who can imbibe. Although ask him as well, or not really. Do you think I'd look at the flowers while walking around? You lived here a long time after all, Arden. I don't know. I just go where I'm supposed to. Why would I bother about these things? Anyway, I haven't seen it by the water. Uh-uh. So, the adult you were looking high and low for is me? After all, you're an adult, Arden. I suppose if we're talking body size. So, Arden, what's a good wine to you? Sweet wine seems good. Really? Why? There's a saying that the harder a person's life, the sweeter the wine. I thought you wouldn't like sweet wines. I don't know where you got that from. I just have this feeling that there used to be someone very fond of sweet wines. Sounds like a good chance to make some fruit wine. There's plenty of cranapple growing around the village, which would be a good ingredient. I'm a dragon. Right. I'm also a cook. I wouldn't have known if you didn't tell me. Then what more do you want to know? Well, why is a dragon working as a cook? Well, I forgot. How can you forget that? I guess it wasn't so important. That doesn't seem so. How would I know when I have forgotten? Because you're a dragon. Correct. And also a cook. Well, of course. What's the problem? The problem is that you forgot. You didn't actually think I would go buy flowers, did you? Of course, Roy shares good insights about plants. I learned how to use splash carrot. Coating meat lightly with splash carrot juice reduces the fishy smell significantly. That's why I use it often. Ah. So, gifting him splash carrot? 2 cats. as a peddler can be quite eventful. Do you have any special memories? An old man sold me a cursed wooden statue of a monkey. Can't argue with that. It's a joke. There was an old woman selling pottery. She was selling some handcrafted potteries in the most inconspicuous location of the market. When I passed by, I accidentally met her gaze. I looked at the pottery placed in front of the old woman, who smiled bashfully while avoiding my eyes. I still clearly remember the shape of that pottery. It was a long, white water bottle with its spout open like flower petals. The soft blue lightning gave it a mysterious air, and the fish engraved around its midsection were full of life. I had never seen such a water bottle, and I fell in love with it at first sight. I decided to buy it, even if it would cost all the Solaris gold coins I had, and I asked her how much it was. How much do you think she asked for? Well, you can buy 10 water bottles with one Solaris gold coin, right? Wouldn't she accept it if you offer 1 or 2 gold coins? Only 2 equal silver coins. Even the shoes I'm wearing are more expensive than that. That's what I'm saying. It's so lucky of you. I got upset and told the woman off. I will not buy it for less than 12 Solaris gold coins, I said. All of a sudden it's more expensive than the house I live in. So what happened? In the end, I couldn't buy it. What? Why not? She said, even a kid can make something like this out of mud. It's worth 2 equal silver coin at most. She was good with her hands, but terrible at appraising her own work. But don't you regret it? It could have been very profitable. Being too expensive is a problem, but it can't be too cheap either. Good things should be given good prices. I never do business with people who don't know how to properly value things. Ice strawberries. The jungle. There is an ice strawberry found in the forest at the northeastern tip of the continent. It's a pinky-sized silver bead, and it fills you with refreshing sweetness the moment you put it in your mouth. It's more expensive than gold, of the same weight, but it's worth it. If she doesn't know anything about this. Oh, he's out here. It's given that you have to water the plants in the morning. Speak. You need to have a special flower to pluck it. It's very unique. According to the legend, that's the only method, so I looked around for it myself. It's said to be very close to the moon, so I thought it would be someplace high up. I went to the highlands, but it was nowhere to be found. This story is foreign to me. Okay. Did you used to own a flower shop in Hylian? Yes. I closed it down to come here. Weren't you sad? I would be lying if I said I wasn't. But not as sad as I was happy to be able to come back to Wisteria. What made you sad about leaving Hylian? There was a bakery I always went to for breakfast. The bagels and donuts from there were delicious. I miss those. Ah, I also miss the food I ate on the train. Riding the train until my butt pretty much melted was terrifying though. but it was a flavor that I will never forget. Blah, so much reading. Confused already. What would you like to discuss with Roy? Edible flowers. Language of flowers. Each flower has its own language. A lot of people want to convey the messages behind the flowers when they gift flowers. That's why I know the meaning of each flower I sell like the back of my hand. Maybe the cats will lead me somewhere if I follow them? Probably not. During the day I have so much to do that it feels like I just work through it all without realizing it. Of course, there are days off, but I feel like I worked only when I work while the sun is up. When that happens, I have to quickly grab a meal, so Arden's beef stew seems like a great choice. Okay, so that's what she likes. A beef stew, did you say? Kyla, I heard you wanted to see me. Oh yes, come quickly, Miss Witch. Nothing important. I heard you helped Rubrum look for golden apples. Yes, it was pretty fun and I made a wish. What? You made a wish? Oh dear, I wouldn't have asked you here if I'd known. Haha. Why? What's the matter? Actually, Enid and I hid those golden apples. Enid? And you, Kayla? What's the matter? As you can see, the children in the village haven't got much to entertain themselves with. So this was a small activity we planned for Rubrum. These apples are known as harvest apples and are a specialty of another region. Aurea helped us get hold of some. How can this be? I thought it was an age-old legend. I'm sorry, really. We didn't really know if it would work and gave it a try. Turned out Rubrum really took to it. But I left the village for some time, didn't I? So Enid was doing on her own and couldn't venture far. So there weren't that many hidden. But thanks to you, Miss Witch, I'm back and we can start the game anew. It was pretty fun hunting for them. That's great. Oh, the blue apples are just painted with cran apple. I'll take care of them. Thanks for playing with Rubrum. Here's something Enid wanted me to pass to you. Thought it isn't a legendary apple, it's really good. Thanks. Please tell Enid I said thank you. You're welcome. I hope your wish comes true too, Ellie. Let me ask about the other stuff. Can I try lifting a hammer? Yeah, try lifting it. I can't lift this. You will be able to lift it if you burn your flesh a little more. Do you get stronger if you burn your flesh? No, that's what my master always said. It means you need to put in much effort. But my hammer seems to be getting lighter these days, so I'm thinking of making a heavier one. I think it's heavy enough. It seems the weight has reduced after using it so often. Do hammers also get lighter as you use it more and more? Yeah, That's what my master said. What kind of person was your master? He could make a flower by bending steel plate with bare hands. Wow, I don't know him, but that sounds incredible. She doesn't know anything about this. Fine wines, there are plenty of them. What's your poison of choice, Kyla? Wines with a bitter aftertaste that lingers on the tongue. Mild wines should be enjoyed in a nice, moody setting. Sweet dessert wines aren't really my thing, but they're good once in a while. Starting to think you just like drinking as long as it's alcohol, Kyla. You got that right. But if I had to pick one, I'd go for wines with a bitter aftertaste. I spent all day sweating by the fire. A mouthful of that would be like heaven. I can almost feel my mouth watering. Well, Enid mentioned that the leaves of the splash carrot are especially bitter. Is the wine made out of that any good? I'm listening, okay. So, I don't know what to put up with that. So many quests, I'm lost. Oh goodness, that one's all destroyed too? You knew about it, Kyla? Of course, I'm not from here, so I didn't go to pray or anything. But the atmosphere at night was fantastic enough to replace any drinking snacks. The temple is not in great shape now, but it used to be quite fascinating building. I remembered it on my way to the village, so I went there. I've always wanted to touch it, but I may be punished by heaven for doing that. Great, Inai told me it'd be a good idea to check in with you. Oh, I see. Then let's get moving, why don't we? What? Right now? Strike the iron while it's hot, as they say. Come on, let's go already. Oh, it's cold. She really came. Why wouldn't I? Well, well, no matter how I look at it, it's all in ruins, isn't it? Look over there, Ellie. The structure is rather unique. If the water there flowed out and covered the floor, you wouldn't need to drink to see a mirage. You said just now that the view would be the perfect drinking snack. You said just now that the view would be the perfect drinking snack. But it's all in ruins now. Seriously, Ellie, where's your imagination as a witch? You'll get what I mean once you see the completed structure. Now, let's get down to business. Oh dear, I was off with the fairies. The materials should be collected first, and as a result, the workbench should be cleaned up first. Can you gather some of those pebbles for me? Pebbles, you say? It's alright if it's too much work. I can do it myself once I finish the work at hand. I've never seen you work too much. You just cause destruction every day. What? I glue things together. Alright, let me help you, Kyla. What do you need me to do? Oh, you're up for the job? Could you gather more of the pebbles you see in front of the wagon? Sorry for such a tedious task. Thanks. What pebbles? Is that where I have to put them? have to put them in the wagon. Hey, not bad. Guess we won't starve. Phew, this was a piece of cake. But your voice is shaking and your hands are quivering. Then leave the rest to me. Repairs are going to take a whole day. The size of the debris can pose a danger, so I'll close off the streets. Okay, I'll leave it to you. Okay. What's next, guys? What's next? I need to find that blind fish, and I only have today to do that. But I don't see any fish in that river. I'm gonna go check around. I could take a shortcut. Get to the witch house. Oh my god, okay, what is this? I'll return here at night. Whoa, that's the blind fish I need. Yes. What was he saying? Something about. Hmm. I can't even draw this. Maybe it's not late enough. Guess I'm just gonna camp here a little bit. Still nothing. Feel like I'm missing something. Okay, I'm done for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Good night.